Imagine the discipline of Rome meeting the unstoppable fury of the Mongol Empire. Now give them both nuclear launch codes. Two of history's greatest conquerors, one isolated valley surrounded by jagged mountains, and in the dead center, a futuristic bunker pulsing with anomalous light. This is the story of how the ancient world ends. In a fraction of a second, a space-time anomaly rips Julius Caesar and 50,000 of his peak Roman legions straight out of Gaul. They wake up under a sky that flickers with artificial static. But as Caesar looks out over the horizon, a massive cloud of dust rolls toward them. Beneath it are 80,000 Mongol horse archers, commanded by Genghis Khan. Before a single arrow is loosed, a cold robotic voice echoes inside the skulls of both leaders. You have 3 tactical nuclear warheads each. Subjugate your enemy, or face total annihilation. Julius Caesar does not waste a moment being afraid. He is a man of logic and engineering. Within hours, Roman engineers crack the bunker. Inside, they find a control interface pulsing with alien light, translating the status of 3 primed missiles into Caesar's mind. Outside, the situation is critical. Genghis Khan has read the terrain instantly, launching a massive cavalry maneuver to encircle the entire Roman line. Caesar does the math in seconds. His infantry cannot outrun Mongol horses. There is exactly one weapon that can stop 80,000 riders. Caesar steps up to the glowing console, takes a deep breath, and presses the button. For 3 seconds, there is absolute silence. Then, a distant whistle splits the sky, and the screen turns blindingly white. The ancient world sees its first mushroom cloud. The detonation is a nightmare. A violent fireball rises miles into the atmosphere, creating a black stem of smoke. A devastating shockwave flattens the grass for miles. 10,000 Mongol riders on the inner flank are vaporized instantly. Any other army in history breaks here. Mongol shamans drop to their knees, believing the blue heaven has cursed them. But what made Genghis Khan the deadliest conqueror was his ability to adapt faster than fear could spread. He silences his panicking shamans with a single glare. He realizes this isn't magic. It is just a weapon. Within the hour, Genghis Khan issues an order that redefines the war. He shatters his army into hundreds of tiny mobile raiding units. They spread across the valley like spilled mercury, never sitting still long enough to be worth a nuclear strike. He just invented dispersal doctrine on pure instinct. Inside the bunker, Caesar checks his radar. His face grows pale. The massive cluster is gone, replaced by hundreds of tiny, chaotic blips. Caesar hesitates. He has 2 warheads left, but there is no longer a single target worth destroying. And the Great Khan isn't done. Moving like ghosts under the night sky, Mongol scouts locate and burn Rome's supply lines. Caesar built an empire on flawless logistics. Genghis Khan just showed him what happens when logistics burn. Now the true war begins. Welcome to mutually assured destruction 23 centuries early. Both leaders realize the grim mathematical reality. Neither man has the modern word for deterrence, but they understand the logic of survival. If Caesar launches again, scattered raiders will overrun the bunker. If Genghis strikes, Caesar erases the remaining camps. Total power becomes total restraint. Under a tense ceasefire, the 2 titans finally meet face to face inside the bunker, communicating through terrified translators. They argue over territory and terms of surrender. But then Genghis Khan stops. He points his scarred hand at the flashing cameras and sensors monitoring their every breath. Through the translator, the Khan asks a single question. Who built this cage? Caesar freezes. The realization hits the Roman strategist like a physical blow. Neither Rome nor the Mongols put a nuclear arsenal here. Someone else did. Someone treated the two greatest military geniuses in human history like lab rats in a twisted experiment. No translator is needed for the look they exchange next. The apex predator senses a larger predator hiding in the dark. The master politician realizes they are prisoners. In the strangest alliance in human history, Rome and the Mongol Empire join forces. They turn their consoles around and aim all 5 of their remaining nuclear warheads straight up at the flickering sky, targeting the creators who trapped them, because no one puts a conqueror in a cage and lives to explain why.